guys, this is Heather from healthyveganrecipes.net. So it is summertime pretty much everywhere, well, except the southern hemisphere, of course. And what that means for all of us in the northern hemisphere is that it's pretty hot out. When it's hot, I eat mostly raw foods. And I've been getting a lot of requests from you guys for more raw recipes, maybe because it's summer and you're all hot and wanting some food to cool you off. But to be honest, what I eat most meals during the summer is just raw food. And by that, I mean salads. I just chop up some vegetables, sometimes some greens and sometimes not. So broaden your definition of salad to include things that don't have greens. And although greens are super nutritious and I eat a ton of them whenever I can, especially because right now Phil's garden is full of lettuce, kale, chard, all that good stuff. It's so good. Okay, so really what makes raw food delicious and different for me when I'm eating salads is the dressing. And so what I thought I'd film for you guys today is a salad dressing. And this is one that I just happened to come up with a few days ago when I realized that the nectarines that I bought had gotten kind of mushed and they were attracting fruit flies. So I put them in the fridge, but one of them that had kind of an open wound, I thought I have to use it right away. So I put it into a salad dressing, which normally I would not do because I would just want to eat this nectarine. But this one is kind of bruisey as well. So I'm going to put it into a salad dressing and show you this awesome dressing that I came up with. Okay, so we're going to start with our nectarine. I'm just going to cut it in half, get the pit out, and then I'm going to make this dressing in my Magic Bullet, which is just a single serving blender. You can make this in any kind of blender or a food processor if you prefer. But you do need to get the nectarine blended up. It won't really mash because it's too solid. Some other fruits like bananas, you could just get away with mashing it, but not a nectarine. So I've got that in my blender. And what I'm going to do is add a little bit of water and get it blended up. Okay, so there's my nectarine blended up. And for those of you who want to skip ahead to the recipe, I'll post that over at healthyveganrecipes.net so you can check out all the awesome things that I'm going to add right now. Okay, first up is some garlic, and this is fresh from the garden, so it is very young garlic. It has started to form cloves, but they're not as papery of a skin as your average garlic that you get at the store. So this is a very special treat. It won't have quite as strong a garlic flavor as fully formed garlic, so I'm adding a fair bit to this dressing. If you're using regular garlic, you'd probably want to go with just one clove, otherwise it'll overpower your nectarine, and since we're making such a special dressing with a nectarine, you gotta make sure you taste it. And by the way, if you don't have nectarines, you could do this dressing with some pureed mango. There's lots of juices that are just pureed mango now, or if you have frozen mango, you could use that as well. Or if you want to keep it super simple, you could just do orange juice. It won't be as thick as this one, but it'll still be really yummy. Okay, other fresh from the garden ingredient, basil. And yes, I know everyone else in the world says basil. I can't help it, it's just how it comes out, basil. And no, other Canadians that I know of say basil. I don't know where it came from. Maybe my mom, I think my mom says basil as well. Maybe she wants to be British. I'm not even sure if they say that in Britain. Anyway, okay, basil in the thing. Then I'm going to put some almond butter, and I've been traveling in the States for the last 4 weeks and realized that you guys have super cheap almond butter. In Canada, I usually buy sunflower seed butter because it's cheaper, but this one at Trader Joe's, and all it is raw almonds. That's what you want to look for in your nut or seed butter. You only want to get those healthy fats from nuts and seeds. And yes, I love adding fat to my salad dressing. I don't worry about being low fat because you need some fats to help absorb the nutrients in your fruits and veggies. And when you're having a raw salad, you need a little bit of fat. Okay, then some apple cider vinegar. You only need a little bit just to help go with the almond butter. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of Herbamare. You can put a little dash of sea salt. I put in more Herbamare than I would salt because Herbamare is mixed with dried herbs, dried vegetables, a little bit of salt, and some kelp. And so when you see me dumping it in, it might look like a lot, but the amount of salt is actually fairly low. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of paprika in just to help give it a little bit of a kick. You can skip that if you want to, or you could do a little bit of chili powder. I think that would be really nice as well. I haven't tried it yet, because as I said, I don't usually blend up my mangoes into salad dressing like this, but for today, it's gonna be fun. So all of those things in the blender, and I'm gonna give it one more shot and then we'll be done. We'll just taste it to make sure it's good. Okay, so with the almond butter in there, you can use whatever type of nut or seed butter you want, by the way, sunflower seed, tahini, whatever you like. It makes it really nice and creamy, whereas if this was just the nectarine, it would be a little bit more thin and not quite as satisfying on your salad. So I highly recommend adding it. Don't be afraid of fats. They are good for you. Your body needs them. Then we gotta give it a taste. It's so good, guys. I know I said that I wouldn't normally waste a nectarine on a salad dressing, but to be honest, I love this. And I don't feel like it's a waste of a nectarine anymore because this will go on to so many salads. Look how thick that is. What I find is I'll use some of this on my first salad, and then when I put it in the fridge, it'll thicken up even more because it gets cold. So then I add a little bit more water to it when I use it the second, third, fourth time. So I hope you enjoy this and make some kind of yummy salad to go with it. What have I tried? I've done grated parsnip with apple, celery, raisins, parsley. I've done just a regular green lettuce salad with cucumber, tomato, and pepper. And to be honest, I think it would go with pretty much anything. Any fresh veggies that you're enjoying right now, try this dressing with them. You could even use it as a dip when it's nice and thick. Dip some cucumbers, some grilled zucchini in here, whatever you want to do. So again, enjoy, have fun with it, eat lots of raw food because it's summer and it's fresh and it'll make you feel awesome, and I'll see you guys next time.